Yes, people, what is happening? Welcome back to Lily White Lane, and today I'm going to be bringing to you a very, very different video discussing whether Harry Kane is in the right or in the wrong for not showing up at Tottenham Hotspur training for the past few days due to a gentleman's agreement he made with Tottenham Hotspur chairman Daniel Levy last summer. So without further ado, let's delve right into it. So, for those of you that haven't heard the news, as I say, it's been taken over the Tottenham Hotspur fan base and especially Tottenham Hotspur Twitter over the past few days. You wouldn't have heard that Harry Kane has not shown up for training for the past 3 days, as I say, due to an agreement he made with Tottenham Hotspur chairman Daniel Levy last summer, in that he would be sold this summer, as I say, right? Daniel Levy, Tottenham Hotspur chairman, told Harry Kane last summer he'd be sold this summer, right? Here's where the argument comes in. Here's why Harry Kane has not shown up to training, right? Harry Kane has not shown up for training because Tottenham Hotspur's current stance is that he will not be sold this summer. He will stay at Tottenham Hotspur. He will not go to Manchester City or Paris Saint-Germain, despite City putting in a 130 million offer for him and the player wanting to leave. Tottenham Hotspur are refusing to sell Harry Kane. And because of that, Harry Kane is refusing to show up for work. So, mental situation, the fan base is divided on this. So I thought I'd come on here and give my take to it, because I do have quite a bit to say on this situation, right? And also, just quickly before I do give my opinion, this is just my opinion, by the way, as I say, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Let me know your opinions in the comment section below, because I want to hear what you guys, the viewers of this channel, as I say, the fantastic people that watch me on here, let me know what you guys think about this situation, right? So without further ado, let's delve into my thoughts and opinions. So, Harry Kane doesn't show up for training for 3 days straight. That's the current situation. Do I think he's in the right? Do I think he's in the wrong? Personally, I think he's in the wrong, and I'll explain to you exactly why. If it's not in writing, you should show up for training. If it's not in writing, if it's a gentleman's agreement, if it's not official, you show up for training, especially when you have a contract, right? When you have a contract that runs for more years, as I say, to say that you should show up for training. This is your job. You earn this money to show up to work, and to refuse to show up for work just because you want a new job, I find disgraceful, right? Harry Kane is currently working for Tottenham Hotspur. He's refusing to show up for work just because he wants a new job that is going to potentially pay him a little more money, and he can potentially get some silverware, right? I can understand Harry Kane wanting to move away from Tottenham, and I absolutely love Harry Kane. I idolise him. He's one of my favourite players at Tottenham Hotspur. I can understand him, wanting to move away, considering how he haven't won any trophies and he is one of the best players. But the way he's going about expressing his feelings, in my opinion, is completely out of order. Completely out of order. There is no way in hell you just decide that you're not going to show up for training. Hang on a second. No player, and I mean no player at this club, no player ever, whether it be Teddy Sheringham, whether it be Jimmy Greaves, whether it be Gareth Bale, no player that has ever played for this club is bigger than this club, and that includes Harry Kane. Harry Kane is not bigger than Tottenham Hotspur, so how dare he decide that he is not going to show up to Tottenham Hotspur, that he's not going to show up for training, that he's not going to show up for work just because he wants a new job, just because he wants a little bit more money and a little bit of silverware. As I say, I completely understand if Harry Kane wants to move away from Tottenham Hotspur, right? Gareth Bale wanted to move away from Tottenham Hotspur many years ago. He waited a few years. He got that move away when the right amount of money came in from Real Madrid. Yet Harry Kane is getting impatient. He's growing impatient. He doesn't want to wait any longer. And he's basically just going out and saying, right, well, if you're not going to grant me my move away, I'm just not going to show up for training. I'm just not going to turn up, as I say. And that is completely wrong. Just deciding yourself with no power whatsoever that you're not going to show up for Tottenham Hotspur. You're not the owner of this club. You're not the owner of Manchester City. You're not Levy or Shink Mansour. You're not the manager either. So how dare you decide on your own account whether you're going to show up or what's going to happen at this club? Hang on a second, mate, right? You signed a contract You yourself signed a contract a few years ago. I believe it was a 4 or 5 year deal. You signed that contract. You signed it to say that you were going to show up for training. You were going to play for Tottenham Hotspur, to say you are a Tottenham Hotspur player. Only a few years later to say, oh no, I'm not a Spurs player anymore. I want to move away. I want it. Give me it now. You're like a selfish 5-year-old child. Do you know that? A selfish 5-year-old. A selfish 5-year-old who asks for sweets and doesn't get them and kicks off about it. Why? Why? We've always said about Harry Kane as Tottenham Hotspur fans that he is not in the media. He's never in the media. He's one of those players that is so humble. And now he's just throwing that out the window just because he can't get his own way. Just because he can't get a move away from Tottenham Hotspur. He's throwing the toys out the pram, not turning up for training and saying, you know what, stuff your plan, stuff your new manager, stuff this club, in all honesty. That's what he's saying, F this club. I couldn't care less about this club. I couldn't care less that they're missing one of their best players right now. I couldn't care less that I'm just not showing up and causing a needless trauma at Tottenham Hotspur, causing a needless arguments and needless needless stress. That's it. I couldn't care less that I'm the one causing needless stress 2 weeks before a massive game on the opening day of the season against a team that I want to go to, right? It's completely out of order, completely wrong in my opinion, and that's what I stand by. That's my stance on the situation, right? But at the same time, there's a part of me that can understand Harry Kane. There's a part of me that can understand that Kane wants to move away, that he made a gentleman's agreement, as I say. Levy's changed his mind, said, actually, you know what, I'm not going to owe that promise to you that I told you last summer, as I say. So you're going to stay here. Now, what's the point in keeping a Harry Kane as well? And this is something else. What is the point in keeping a Harry Kane that doesn't want to play for us? What is the point in keeping Harry Kane just because of the name Harry Kane? Right? What's the point in keeping him if he's not going to give it his all? If he's not going to show that passion? If he doesn't want to play for this club ultimately? What's the point in keeping that? And this is where I think Levy needs to get real about it, right? It's completely out of order that Harry Kane is not showing up for training. Completely out of order. And unless that gentleman's agreement is in writing, as I say, it don't mean diddly. It don't mean an F all, in all honesty. It don't mean SHIT. It don't mean shit, right? So look, I think Levy needs to get real. I think Enoch needs to get real. I think that 130 million bid, I think you have to sell him. I do think you have to let Harry Kane go. There's no point keeping him if you don't care for the club. But the way Kane has gone about this situation really frustrates me. But there's my opinion, as I say. Let me know your opinion in the comment section below. I'd like to know if you agree with me or disagree with me. We can have a good old debate about it in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button. Give it a Mike Tyson 1-2, as I say. Thank you for watching this video. It's been absolutely brilliant talking to you all, as I say. And as always, come on, you Spurs.